Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bellabrae. I am down here in the catacombs of the Stone of Tyr. Now, see, the thing is, what I do is I go out and I work on this build that I'm doing here. I mean, on this city. And every now and then I, start a quick recording session so you guys can see what has happened. And I try to keep you up. How did I do that? I try to keep you up to date. Make sure that you guys see what's going on and everything. And I mean, you've seen this part, right? I've shown you this part. And usually, actually, I'm going the wrong way. I just realized that. And usually I have things to show, after I work. Because, things start to exist as I work. Now, today, I have just worked quite a long time. And I have nothing to show. Well, not nothing, but basically nothing. So, remember the forest back here? How I said I was gonna cut it back? I did. You see that? Now this has been a lot of work because this was dense forest. Oh, that's gonna kill me, isn't it? Well, maybe not kill, but it's definitely not gonna be a good time. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. The forest was going all the way up to this particular place. Ooh, that cow is stuck. I should rescue that cow. All the way up here. I mean, there was a tree somewhere here, right? And I started working on this. I filled in a few depressions in the ground because they looked weird. So once the forest was gone, they looked weird. So I just replaced them with dirt. You can see that it switches from biome to biome over here. And I've been cutting. And eventually I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna cut a fire breach. Is that what it's called? No, probably not. A fire lane over here. So I cut a fire lane into this. I took down all the trees and I set the forest on fire over here. And obviously it worked. It worked quite well, actually. We have an open space now. This is going to be our city wall right there. I haven't continued it all the way, so there's still work that needs to be done over here. I need to cut it back here. And I've cut it back quite a far distance because I figured we want our enemies to not have any way of getting too close to the city. Now, obviously, over here, I'm going to have to be cutting it back as well. Hey, chicken. How's it going? Wait, let me jump up here. So I'm going to have to cut back this particular part right there. And that part over there, because that's where the wall is going to go. Right? That's where the cistern is gonna end up being, I guess. Is this where I went? Not sure which way I took to get up there. So yeah, there's still quite a lot of work to be done. And all this work is gonna take some time, which currently I don't have. I'll tell you why. Because I have been found out. Don't tell anyone though. I met a guy who used to live in Bellabrae version 1. He traveled past with his horse. So I told him, or he came, checked in because he was trying to figure out who was building out here in the wild. And I told him, you know, don't tell anyone. Now, I'm not sure he's actually going to do that. Not telling anyone. Because I know him to be a very staunch supporter of the Queen. And I'm kind of afraid that he's just going to go back to Isabella and tell her everything about what's been happening around here. And that would suck. Because I don't want her to know before I finished the town, right? There we go, fixing this little thing. So yeah, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to set up a few, like, you know, preparations just in case Isabella finds out about. I never realized this was from a stream like that. Isabella finds out about Bellabrae before she's supposed to. So I'm going to have to do a few things for that. And that means I don't have quite as much time today as I usually would have to spend with you guys. I apologize for that. And there's definitely going to be more very soon. Well, 2 weeks probably. And yeah, so let's get into it. Alright everyone, I am back. A bit of time has passed, a couple days have passed, and if you've been paying attention to the build-up of, or the makeup of my tunnels and everything, you might realize that my camera is in a place where it shouldn't be possible for my camera to be. There's a room here now. I built it. It's huge. For now. I mean, it's not quite as big as I thought it would be, but I think it is actually quite huge. It just doesn't look it right now, and I am not gonna be accessing it through this wall right here. That's one thing that's for sure. But for now, this is what I'm gonna be doing. So basically, what this is gonna become the hall of the Stone of Tyr. Like the vault where in the books the calendar is stored. So yeah, I mean that one is obviously much larger than this is, but the thing is my stone isn't quite big enough for that. I actually cut out into the outside up there a couple times. Had to rebuild those walls. So basically, I think it's taking up more or less the whole stone right now. By the way, I see the dinosaur on the minimap as well now. Oh, there's a spider. Where are you at, Poiter? What's happening? Oh, they're using. Oh, you think? Oh. Wow. I'll be right back. Alright, I have decided to use some of the iron I found while digging out the thing and make me some armor. I'm gonna go mess up that skeleton right now. And now, as you do when you're wearing iron armor, I'm just gonna jump into the water over here. Get down there and grab my stuff. Woo! There we go. Where you at, Skelly? Laughing at me, probably. No, you don't. No, you do not. There you go. Told you. Told you didn't. Where's the Skelly at? I'll have to figure out a way of... Did he go into this cave down here? Sounds like it's in there. Wait, where? Where was the cave? There he is. Hey, pal. How are you doing? Not well anymore. Are you now? Let's light this up. Just in case. Alright, that was a bit of a surprise. Very well. Bit of action. thankfully, years ago, I had a spell placed on me, which made certain that if I ever died, I'd respawn. Yeah, totally. I'd respawn. So yeah, that was that. Let's get back inside because the sun's going down. Actually, this is probably the long way around. Let us... I need a better way to get back in. Jeez. Gonna have to swim all the way around. So yeah, guys, as you saw, there was quite a bit of work involved in both of these works that I did, and it took me a while. And it is already Monday evening. That's when I usually render the things that I record. So for now, I think we're gonna leave it at a shorter episode. And I know last week has been shorter as well. This week is shorter as well. It will get better again, I hope, as soon as I don't have to do as much work in trying to convince people to not rat me out to the queen and everything. That's basically the story I'm sticking with. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There we go. You can see my new entrance that I built last time. It's not very interesting. It's just an easier way to get in. So yeah, that is my room in here, and I'm thinking maybe you guys have an idea for this. Should I'm gonna need a stairway down there. Now, where should that come out? I'm thinking I'm gonna start building it down here. So spiral around. Question is, do I build it here and spiral back into the ground floor of this hallway, or do I build out the balcony and kind of put some spiral staircases down? Or, final idea, do I spiral down and instead of coming out on that side or on that side, come out down there, so I have the whole length of the hall? I don't know. Let me know. Alright, here I am. Knight Fallaron. Killed by a skeleton sharpshooter. Holy crap. Anyway, it's been a shorter one. I thank you for watching anyway, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.